All right, so we just got our car set up. We have everything ready to go. Our radio's set up. We're logged into our dispatch CAD system.
So a lot of the equipment that we have, all of the equipment that we have in here today is stuff that we use for every shift. On a day like St. Patrick's Day or a football weekend where we have a lot more people out moving around, drinking, we'll use this equipment a lot more on a day like today.
So a lot of times we have people just wondering what we do on St. Patrick's Day, whether we're out on patrol or any special patrols. So a day like today, we're going to be out not only in our patrol cars, responding to calls, actively seeking out things that might be going on, but we also have people out on foot. Officer Woodruff here is going to kind of explain what we might be looking for.
So a lot of people, they kind of wonder, are we just out to write tickets and make money today? Well, no, that's not it at all. The purpose for us being out today is to make sure that you have a responsible St. Patrick's Day, that everybody's safe, and sometimes people who don't want to follow our instructions and play by the rules, they do have to end up getting a citation. But like I said before, that's not the sole purpose of us being out today. It's to make sure that you guys have a good time, you're safe, you're responsible, and that we all are on the same team and we all go home safe at the end of the night.
So tonight we're going to be driving around in a patrol car. We're a Boston unit. We have 2 officers in it. Typically we only have 1, but for days like this where some of the calls require 2 officers, they have the 2-person cars just so it's easier for us to respond. So some of the things that we're going to be looking for are people that might be incapacitated. We might be looking for open alcohol, fights, things like that, possible LFAs, people stealing stuff from card. So another thing that we might be looking for, drunk drivers, especially with St. Patrick's Day. It's a holiday where people are out drinking all day. They might not make the best decisions. So not only do we have just the regular road patrol officers, but we also have some officers that are specifically here looking for drunk drivers.
Another thing that we like to do on night shift is when the bar activity picks up. On a day like St. Patrick's Day, the bar has been busy all day. A lot of people go home, they nap, they refuel, and they come back out later. So one of our other focuses tonight will be walking through bars, checking to make sure that the bars aren't having issues with anybody, nobody's being overserved, nobody underage is in the bars. So we'll be definitely monitoring that too on a busy day like that, a busy day like St. Patrick's Day.
All right, so the first thing up on our agenda, briefing.
Let's go.
All right. Welcome here on this glorious St. Patrick's Day. Thank you for all joining us. So, Sergeant Better's in car 14, I'm in car 11. Nelson and Hamilton are Boston 34 in car 18. All right, and we're done. Beautiful. So we are underway here. We've got the tweet along going.
We are en route to a noise complaint somewhere in the 500 block of Evergreen. Officer Hamilton's going to get there nice and safely, and we'll see how this goes. Yeah, I do. Okay.
How many people do you have here?
150.
So Officer Woodruff is adding some notes. We just finished up with that noise complaint call. Basically all we did was we drove down the road looking for any sort of large gathering, and we listened for loud music. We found a house that had amplified noise, so they had a speaker outside, and you could hear the music pretty much from down the street. All we did is ID'd somebody that lived there. We gave them a warning, and we asked them to have everybody leave and the music get shut down for the night. So from there, we just go to the next call. So we're running priority to a call of a subject that just fell off the second floor balcony, possibly fell onto some rocks. We'll update you.
Make contact from 10-2, St. Adams, 319.
White male, middle-aged, last seen wearing an MS footer, trying to open the doors. He was last seen near the front of the building, just to check area. Okay.
Wow.
right, so the call we were just dispatched to was in Incapacitated here at Tabuli. Basically, there was a subject that was believed to have driven here and had potentially drank too much. Through some investigation, we determined they did not drive here. However, they did have too much to drink. So the medics were called. They came to do an assessment on them, and from there they're going to transport to the hospital. So Officer Woodruff's going to talk a little bit about medical amnesty and something to keep in mind, especially on holidays like St. Patrick's Day.
It's called medical amnesty. So what that is you're out with a friend and they've had too much to drink, or anybody. You come across somebody who's very intoxicated, and they're worried because they're underage, or they think they've done something else, they think they're going to be in trouble. You can call 911 and the police cannot do anything if they need medical attention. If the ambulance sees them, there's nothing that we can do to get them in trouble. So do not hesitate to call 911. We would be there simply to help. We're not there to get people in trouble, write tickets, all that. We simply want that you have a safe night. So this call that we're on, there's someone highly intoxicated in public. We got there. She was able to answer some basic questions. We turned her over to East Lansing Fire Department, and they're going to take her down to Sparrow to make sure that she's safe for the rest of the night.